Judge, this is a case of Cassidy's.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Miss Cassidy, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
We were married for several years, and he adopted my son from my first marriage, which meant my first husband relinquished all rights. And he doesn't want to take care of the child anymore, now that we're divorced.
Okay, sir, is there a reason you don't want to take care of your son?
Well, he's not my son.
Well, yes, he is. You adopted him.
I thought I was in love with her. I just wanted to please her.
So you didn't really love the child at all, your son? Because he is your son, just so we're clear. You're not going to be able to say things like, it's not my child. You adopted this child legally. This is your child.
Well, he's not blood. He's her son. He's not my blood son. He's a redhead.
What does that have to do with anything, the color of his hair?
Kids.
What does the color of his hair have to do with anything?
I just always hated redheaded kids.
Okay. How did the two of you meet?
Well,
Get ready. This courtroom moment takes off fast. The video opens with powerful music as Judge Vonda Bailey walks in with authority, setting the tone for what's clearly going to be a high-stakes showdown. The atmosphere is tense. Then Miss Cassidy enters, calm, but clearly emotional. She lays out her case. Her ex-husband voluntarily adopted her son from a previous marriage. He promised to be the boy's father. But now that their marriage is over, he's refusing to support the child, coldly saying, "He's not my biological son." That's when things really heat up. Judge Bailey doesn't hesitate. She shuts him down firmly and reminds everyone in the courtroom that adoption carries the same legal and moral weight as being a biological parent. It's not just a gesture. It's a lifelong responsibility. The tension rises. The emotions are raw. And it's clear this case is about much more than money. It's about commitment, responsibility, and doing what's right. And we're only just getting started.
Farmer.
Ma'am, I will give you your opportunity to speak in just a moment, okay? Go ahead, sir.
so my friends took me out to a club. I call them mammary clinics. Took me
Okay.
out to a mammary clinic for my birthday. And that's where I met her. And she strapped it to me. And I fell in love with her that night. And
You fell in love enough to adopt her son,
to marry her, because I thought I was in love with her.
okay?
And so we got married, and she coaxed me into adopting her kid.
Okay, you
The
adopted
redheaded
the
one.
child,
Yeah.
and you're here today because she wants you to
Pay child support.
pay
for
child
that
support
kid.
and take care of your child.
He's more of a ballerina than he is a boy.
What do you mean by a ballerina?
I don't want that kid. He's
Sir, you adopted this child.
well. Let his own father adopt him back.
Wait a minute. His father terminated his rights, and you adopted this child.
Well, she can talk.
Well,
to
I'm
somebody
not
else
about
that-
to play this game with you, sir. Mr. Cassidy, we're not doing that today, okay? This is your child. You legally adopted the child, and you can be legally responsible for paying child support as well.
Well, his first dad gave up his rights. How come I can't give up my rights?
Well, you know what? We're not doing that today. Today, you're going to take care of this child, okay?
Okay, what?
And you're not going to give him up because
Mocks the boy, calling him a ballerina, and complaining about his red hair as if those things somehow excuse neglect. It's not just hurtful, it's cruel and completely inappropriate. Miss Cassidy reveals she even dyed the child's hair once, hoping it would make him more acceptable to the man who promised to be his father. The courtroom falls silent. Judge Vonda Bailey's frustration is obvious. The excuses. Weak. The behavior. Unforgivable. This case isn't just about legal responsibilities. It's about basic decency. Parenthood is supposed to be about love and commitment, not convenience. This man made a promise, and now he wants to walk away from it. Judge Bailey isn't letting that happen.
Approximately 83.
83,000. And ma'am, now I'm to you. What does this mean, farmer?
I'd rather not go into detail.
Okay. $83,000 a year. And sir, you said, how many other children do you have?
I have two.
Two. Okay. So you have 3 kids
They're
total.
not redheaded either.
Sir, the color of their hair should not affect whether or not you decide to be a father to those children versus your adopted son. You understand?
I understand.
Okay. Well, as long as you understand. I have
Judge?
your gross. Yes, ma'am.
So I've dyed the little boy's hair now, so
What color is his hair now, ma'am?
His hair is the same color of his now.
And you all are aware that the color of this child's hair doesn't matter in terms of the financial responsibility, right?
I understand that, but he doesn't, so I'm just trying to make it to where he
I don't want
likes
to buy
his son.
tutus for
You
the
know
rest
what?
of
It is
his life.
ridiculous. She even had to dye the child's hair to even make you receive any type of comfort, sir. That's ridiculous. Now, at $83,000 a year, I have your gross at $6,916.67.
Wow.
Who carries health insurance for this child?
I do.
How much is it for the child only?
$230 a month.
$230. Okay, sir, you're going to reimburse that to her monthly. Yes, you are. And your net comes out to $5,482.88.
Oh.
Yes. What? Do we need to call an ambulance? You okay? Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe an ambulance might help me.
Okay. Well, right now I'm getting ready to help you with these numbers, okay?
Or a
Giving you
12
credit for
gauge.
the other children that you have. Your child support obligation is $808.72 plus the health insurance reimbursement of $230 a month. That makes your monthly obligation $1,038.72.
Okay, that's going to
Okay, and you can afford it.
Judge Vonda Bailey gets straight to the point. She reviews the ex-husband's annual income, $83,000, and calculates his monthly child support, $88.75, plus $234 health insurance. He's clearly not thrilled, and quickly starts complaining about the costs of running his farm, as if that should excuse him from supporting his child. Miss Cassidy asks for back pay, but Judge Bailey explains that, since it wasn't included in the paperwork, it can't be awarded, instead of letting it go. The ex-husband keeps making sarcastic comments about farming and money, only making things worse for himself. Judge Bailey doesn't let it slide. She firmly reminds him that supporting his child is a legal duty, not a personal choice, and that no amount of complaining will change that. This isn't up for debate.
Well, you know what? Dye your hair red.
Well, that's not going to help me pay my bills. That's
It
not going to help
might.
me feed my cattle.
Well, you know what? You might want to choose some different alternatives.
Well, you got to eat. That's where do you think your food comes from?
You grow my food?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I pay for it from you, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, guess what? You're going to continue to grow your food, and you're going to take care of this child, who's now the hair is dyed because you had a problem with the color of the child's hair. Ridiculous. Is there anything further here?
Yes, the last year that he hasn't paid, can he pay the back pay as well?
You know what? That is a great question. Are you asking for back pay today, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Or just when it seemed the case couldn't get any more ridiculous. Miss Cassidy threw out a joke. Maybe her ex-husband could dodge child support by marrying her. Again. The courtroom burst into laughter. Even the judge cracked a smile, but quickly brought things back to reality. This isn't a reunification court. With that, the case was dismissed, and the ex-husband was ordered to pay. But even after the ruling, his attitude didn't change. Cold, smug, and totally unapologetic. It was clear he still didn't understand the seriousness of it all, and probably never will. The moment mixed laughter with disbelief, leaving everyone in the room shaking their heads. It was a clear reminder that some people just refuse to take responsibility, no matter how many chances they're given.
Asked previously, I can't award it to you.
Okay.
So, monthly obligation. Listen.
Judge, there's another
You don't
option.
need all of that.
If he wants to come back and remarry me, we can do that. Then he won't have to worry about child support.
Well, that's an option.
I'm going back to my ex-wife.
That's an option.
I've got my other wife and kids. They're coming back. We're back
Just
together.
thought as long as he was
okay.
going back and forth, you know.
Oh, well, I'm glad to see you.
No going back.
Well, I'm glad to see that you moved on, and I'm glad to see that you're open to that possibility. But unfortunately, this is not reunification court.
Maybe she
This is
should go
child
back to the
support court.
memory clinic and go to
So,
work.
well, guess what? If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Want to give that to your wife? Maybe she'll have you comb your hair.
Just when you thought things couldn't get more outrageous. Miss Cassidy makes a joke. Maybe her ex-husband could skip child support by marrying her again. The courtroom laughs. Even the judge cracks a smile, but quickly reminds everyone that this isn't a reunification court. The case is dismissed, and the ex is officially ordered to pay up. Still, his attitude doesn't change. Cold, dismissive, and completely unapologetic. It's clear he hasn't learned a thing and probably never will. The moment was funny on the surface, but underneath, it left everyone frustrated. It's a perfect example of how some people will do anything to avoid responsibility, even when it's right in front of them.